Welcome to the Not Nerd Show. I'm Nate Heath, and we are here to help you tech better. Here with me, as always, Mr. Dave Baylor.
Hey there. Nice to see you. What what's going on in there? You got lots of hats in your room, but wait! We can't talk about that first, Nate.
No.
No. Welcome to the Not Nerd Show, everybody out there in internet land. We are a podcast, nay, a show, a couple of nerds talking to people about technology. That would be you, the not nerds. We're going to help you all tech better today. We're going to talk about Nate's hat. We're going to talk about his background, which is pretty sweet today. We're going to talk about pro tips, picks of the week, and more. And I know you're excited because I'm excited. And Nate, I'm excited to talk about your hat, which each and every week you bring in a new hat. And I don't think we are ever going to run out of hats because you're constantly adding to your collection. So
Yes, this is true. We are good for many a moon, even if I stopped buying hats. Well, this week we have, the last couple weeks I've had hats with like yellow or blue that was getting picked up on my green screen, all that. So this week I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going
yellow,
black and yellow.
That's just
like Wiz
mustard.
Khalifa, black and yellow.
You're kind of bumblebee-ish, like a little bumblebee with the black. So there's no logo, no nothing, huh?
No, nothing. This is a blank one that I purchased that will eventually probably make another appearance. I can talk appearance with something on it. Oh, hey, Grandma's in the chat. She says, hi, not nerds. Welcome in, hey, Grandma.
Welcome. We're glad that it worked. I pushed a button before the show and it was like, is the chat going to work? I may have messed it up. So it looks like it's working just fine.
It's there. It just needed us to get going. So
TLC.
Technology, we've got plenty to talk about this week. First up, I did want to mention that next Tuesday, which is March 4th, which is impossible that it's March already. I think we mentioned it last week. They're doing a special event in like China, New York, and London or something like that.
Yeah, the Apple thing.
But I found an article from Mac Rumors saying Apple reportedly plans to unveil at least 5 new products next week. So it'll be interesting to see with the multiple locations, kind of how they do things. But they're saying they're expecting a new lower cost MacBook that might come in some fun colors. The iPhone 17e, which is the low priced iPhone. Other potential products coming next week include an iPad Air with the M4 chip, an iPad 12 with an A18 chip, a MacBook Air with the M5 chip, and MacBook Pro models with M5 Pro and M5 Max chips. 2 new studio displays are reportedly in the works too, but Mark Gurman said it might be overkill for those to arrive next week. But yeah, they typically don't. I don't know. I guess sometimes they do multiple things, but they're doing this one different, and who knows what they're going to do. So I think since it's not going to be like a broadcast thing, Dave will probably just stick with normal time next week. But we will let you know everything that they talk about.
It's just going to come out through their press. The people who are there, they're going to write articles and tell us what's there. Apple will probably update their website.
Apple.com/newsroom for some press releases, and they'll probably have the products there. So that'd be interesting. One other thing I wanted to mention, Dave, being the nerd that I am, for the first time this week, I created my own app for my Mac.
What?
I've had Xcode, which is Apple's code application forever, and I had this thought. I was going through a bunch of old files, and there was like this whole bunch of files that didn't have file extensions on them, and I'm like, I don't know what these files are. So I actually went to Grok AI and I said, hey, I'm a nerd that has never developed an app before. Could you write me the code to Go through each file and
Can you
determine
help
what
me
file
to?
type they are.
Can you help me to remain a nerd who has never written
Yes.
code
Yes, yeah,
before?
exactly. So I guess technically I vibe coded an app because I
Yeah.
had an idea. I put it into AI. I think there's one iteration that wasn't working, and then I just said I had to change something to be more specific. But AI did it all for me. So if you're a software developer out there or thinking about being a software developer, I
You better
don't
learn to
know.
vibe code. Hey,
It
so
was real easy.
one tip that I learned on a podcast just today is you take the code that it is written and then you ask it, are there any errors with this code? Because it will flat out lie and cover up errors and
Yeah.
bugs and stuff. Well, like if it pops up a message that says memory overrun, it's like it doesn't want that, so it'll just suppress it. It's like one guy's listening to did that. He took his code that it wrote and asked him if there were any errors. It's like, yes, there are 4 errors that need to be corrected. It's like, what? You made it. So anyway,
Yes.
there's a pro tip. Maybe
No.
you should go back through and ask it to,
Yeah.
are there any errors in this code? So
Yeah. No, it was it is interesting, and AI is so frustrating. I was working on a client's Dell laptop the other night and the microphone just won't show up. So I
mm-hmm.
was asking, I think I went to ChatGPT for that one, and I would ask it something and it said, "Oh yeah, you need to do this and this." And I do that. And I'm like, no, it's like, oh no, the new problem is that you need to fix it by doing this. I mean, I spent over an hour of troubleshooting myself and doing this stuff on this laptop, and it was no help at all. But
Yeah.
then you go to humans. I was working with Dell support today on their chat, and I told them I've tried all these things, and they're like, okay, what updates have been installed?
And they type into
Um,
Grok, how do you solve this
yeah,
problem?
yeah, exactly. So we're kind of going back and forth. He didn't really have me do anything, um, but was just kind of like, huh, I'm not sure. Can you give me this information, this information? And then, like 45 minutes in, he goes, oh, I just talked to our engineering team and they are aware of an issue with these laptops with the audio. And I'm like,
Nice. That would have,
that's literally, I told the client the reason why I want to contact Dell support is if there's a specific issue with these laptops, as soon as one of those laptops shows up on a support chat, it should just have big
mm-hmm.
flashing banners saying, yes, yes, they've got to uninstall this Windows update and everything will work just fine. It's
Never.
but
You'll never get that.
no. So AI and humans are both have issue. And hey, Grandma says AI makes Nate's face look pained. Yes, at times, but I also have fun with it, mostly making photos and even that. I mean, people make my face look pained at times
Mm.
too. So I'm an equal opportunity pained face
Change
person.
your face, Nate. Just change it, would
Yes,
you?
yes. Well, speaking of pained faces, our main topic this week. I wasn't too sure if I wanted to talk about this one, but there is a trial going on in Los Angeles now. It is a very tragic story, the cause of the trial of a teenage girl and social media. So it's a uh, lawsuit, I guess, against Meta and Instagram. But they're kind of trying to figure out in the trial if social media is addictive and the
Mm.
harms of it, and kind of what their liabilities. So, a couple of the people have gone on. Instagram CEO Adam Mosseri, or Mosseri, he defends the platform, and he had some quotes about kind of, well, what it's not a clinical definition of
Wait a minute.
addiction.
The CEO is defending his platform? That's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
can totally trust him.
um yeah, and he did say some things, and then they also brought in Mark Zuckerberg. They also said, they said that they're putting in efforts, but they're also very guarded, and I'm sure very well trained by their lawyers of to what to admit to and what not to admit to as far as their platform.
They say they're trying
um
their hardest and then they fire all of their content moderation teams.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's like, we're trying hard, but why did you fire all these people?
yeah. Well,
HR problems? We don't know.
and I forget if it was the EU or somewhere. I didn't put it in the show notes, but somebody is trying to actually ban social media platforms from having an endless scroll
Mm-hmm.
that
That
you
might be
wouldn't
in
just be able to keep
California.
going.
I think I feel like
Could be
someone in California was
California.
doing that, but I could
Yeah,
be wrong.
yeah. So I saw something about that, but I mean, there are harms, especially for young people. And Mark Zuckerberg was talking more about the protections they put in place to try to get rid of children, which kids under 13 aren't supposed to be on
Mm-hmm.
their period per the United States law, COPA. Maybe it's the COPA law. I
Maybe.
don't remember what it is, but
I mean,
Child Online Protection Act, that would
the
make
fact that
sense.
they say it's addicting, I don't know what they're talking about at all. I don't
Yeah.
go talk amongst yourselves. But
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, Dave's going to be scrolling on his phone. I mean, there is no doubt there is an addictive nature to social media, whether it be posting your next video and hoping you get a ton of likes and views on
Yeah,
it,
just see
or
what people are going to comment
yeah,
yeah.
or just even going through social media. There's a lot, has been talked about with, children, especially girls, and just the image issues. But even guys, I heard a
Oh yeah.
conversation on a podcast just about, the gym bros, and like these high schoolers are taking testosterone and stuff to try to be stronger and more buff for their Instagram profile.
Where are
And
their
it's,
parents in all this?
oh, well, yeah, that's a whole nother on next week's episode. Where are the parents in all this?
Not
But yeah,
they're the
it's
parents are on
interesting.
social media addicted themselves
Yes.
and are going
Well,
through and aren't paying attention to their
yeah,
kids.
they're modeling it for their children that,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you just spend all your time on social media. And I know, I do spend a lot of time on social media between Not Nerd and PDX Fast Foodie and personal stuff. I don't even, I don't, I'm not addicted to it. I mean, there's times where I'll get on TikTok and the algorithm is just on fire and I'll spend longer than I wanted to on there.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It is something to be addressed, and the possibility of many more trials and lawsuits coming out of this based on what happens in this one. And again, this was a tragic story. I think she ended up losing her life over social media, is what they kind of
Yeah,
blame it
so
on. But it's interesting. But yeah, he Zuckerberg, robotic Zuckerberg showing up, and they have put in a lot more things, mostly because they've been forced to.
it's because they've been forced to. If they had their way, they would keep everybody on social media and engaged 24/7 because where the eyeballs are where they put the ads, and the ads are what makes money. And it's sad but true. You don't want to believe it, but
That's a
every
great
action,
picture of
yeah,
Zuck right there.
but
Oh man,
every
he's already goofy looking, and then they post that one.
but every action that company, Facebook and others have done, it, like prove me wrong that they just want to turn everybody into cash cows, and consequences be danged, because they don't have to live in all those lives that are ruined by it. So prove me
Yeah.
wrong. Prove me wrong.
Yes. Yes. In this article, it does say the landmark trial is the first of a consolidated group of cases from more than 1,600 plaintiffs, including over 350 families and over 250 school districts, scheduled to be argued before a jury in Los Angeles County Superior Court. Accuse the owners of Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Snap of knowingly designing addictive products harmful to young users' mental health. So, and I think the CEO of YouTube was supposed to be in, but they had to delay it, or they
He was
ran
at
out
the
of time or
Olympics
something. But
partying.
yes.
He's a different guy. Hey, Grandma in the chat says, I can feel the addictive part when I happen to watch some YouTube or Facebook video and the thumb starts to have a mind of its own and starts scrolling. Most of the time, it's a time waster. Time
Yes.
waster indeed.
Yes. Yeah. So no matter what, um, it's good for them to take a look at social media, for these companies to be held accountable for what they're doing. I mean, I think that's important. They have a lot of protections under Section 230 as to what they're responsible for. But at the same time, I mean, you think, everybody says, I always say, oh, I'm so busy. Well, if you think about 10 years ago, 20 years ago, you had a lot more time when you didn't have to make sure you checked all 25 of your platforms to see what was going on.
Yeah, but
So,
didn't we fill it up with other stuff like
yeah.
TV
Oh, yes.
shows
Like
or
exercise
video
and
games
hanging
or
out with people. Yeah, there's
cooking
always
good
been
food?
something. I think we've talked about before on the Pessimist Archive that, they were really worried with the printing press and books being printed that nobody would ever interact with each other again. So
Yeah.
it's a tale
Yeah.
as old as time. It's just that with technology, it just moves so much faster. I mean, the AI, the social media stuff, it'll be interesting. I'm very curious to see what things will look like in 10 years from now. If it will continue to accelerate and we'll all be living in a AI goggle bubble, or if it will go the other direction. It's like, oh yeah, social media exists, but the
We're going
real
to be
world's
all
better.
the fat people on Wally that are in their little
Yes.
chairs floating around with the screen right in front of us drinking soda all day
Yeah.
long.
All
Oh,
day
it's going to be
long.
so good.
Living the dream. Well,
I
you know
can't
what
wait.
else is the dream, Dave?
What's that?
Dave's pro tip of the week.
There's a lot of things about reaching in this episode. More on that later. But today I want to talk about something that kind of drives me crazy about Apple software. Now, these days, there's a lot to drive me crazy about Apple software because with the new liquid glass and stuff that's hard to see and corner radiuses that are broken and, all kinds of stuff. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about an iPhone feature that I think almost everyone should turn off. To my knowledge, this feature is enabled by default. And this feature is called Reachability. Well, what does Reachability do? Reachability is this feature that if you pull down, here, I'm just going to open up this phone. This was not the phone that I'm going to be demoing, but let's see here. Oh, boy. Let's see if it works. I have it turned off on this phone. But the idea is you pull down and the screen will shift down and then it'll shift back up. And I can show you on this other phone. Yes, I have all these phones. So I'm going to bring this phone in here.
Johnny Two phone over there.
So I'm going to swipe down on the bottom. You can see the little white bar appears when I touch the screen. And I'm going to swipe down on it. See how my screen kind of goes down by half? And it's designed so that when I'm holding my phone, I can reach the part that I want. And then after a while, it goes back up, or you can slide it back up or hit the little caret that appears at the top. Now, please write in and let me know if you have ever enabled reachability on purpose. My guess is no, you have not. It's an annoying feature, and I'm going to show you how to get rid of it. So go into your settings. Here we go. And you're going to want to go into accessibility when you're in your settings. And you want to slide down to the thing. Where is it at? They're very good at hiding these things. Oh boy, it was just there. It's always so frustrating. And this is just another example of kind of the frustrating stuff. I was just in this thing. So give me a second here. I'm just going to go search. It's like this every time, I tell you. It's under touch, reachability, touch. So here I'm going to bring it back up here. So right there under the physical and motor options, there's touch. You press touch, and then there's all kinds of other things in there. But you'll notice the second item down on my screen is reachability, and I'm going to turn that off. Now, when I do the swipey swipe at the bottom of my screen, it stays put. It doesn't move. And I think for anybody who gets easily confused by, they're on their phone and they're like, why is it swiping this way? How do I get back to the home screen by swiping? I'm swiping and it's not working. Well, you need to go a little bit lower. You don't need reachability coming in and then moving everything when you're trying to touch the screen. So that's my tip. Go into settings, accessibility, touch, reachability, and turn it off. So anyway, do you have any more to add to that, Nate?
I told you that when they first released it, and I think I had the Max phone, I would try to use it, but I could never really get the pattern down, so I just stopped using it. So I think anytime in the last year, it has been on accident when I've used it.
Yeah.
And we were discussing that, most of us are fortunate enough to have two hands, so you can hold your phone and you can touch the top of the screen, or I have decently sized hands and I've adjusted how I hold my phone so that I can touch the top of the screen. The idea was when the screens first got big from the tiny iPhones, that people weren't going to be able to reach to the top of their phones. So I just turned it off per your suggestion, and I do not think I will miss it. Yeah, because I think the only time it would probably activate is if I'm trying to swipe down for Spotlight so I can search for an app or something real quick.
Or if you try to swipe up to go to the home screen, but you don't do it right and you accidentally come down and now you're on your app, but it's filling half the screen. And I got to tell you, for people who aren't used to this type of stuff, it adds nothing but frustrations. They're like, I don't even know how I got it to do this. Like, I'm just trying to get to the home screen. So
no, I think they should turn it off by default. And it just, there is a minute portion of the population that would need that feature anymore. But I want to say it first came out when they like maybe the year after they first made it bigger screen phones.
Yeah, it's been out a while. And remember the days before the iPhone 10 when we actually had a home button on the screen, on the bottom of the screen?
Yes.
And I still think for older people, now they don't offer a phone anymore, a brand new phone that has a home button on it. But I still think for an older generation, it was a mistake to remove that home button because it just simplified so many things. It's a dedicated button. Now you can do multiple things. You can double click it, triple click it, press it once. It can do multiple things. But it's like, I don't know where I am. I just want to go back to my home page. Press a giant button. It's great.
Yes.
I think go ahead.
Google AI overview, some real-time follow-up. iPhone Reachability, a feature that lowers the top half of the screen for easier one-handed access, was released by Apple in 2014 with the iPhone 6 and iPhone 6 Plus.
Yeah.
Remains available on all modern iOS.
14, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, it's like 12 years ago.
2014.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot. Well, that was interesting. And I'm excited to talk more about whatever's next on the docket. Who could even imagine what's here? I'm sure it's something that nobody loves.
Well, I guess it's probably time for everyone's favorite segment, Just the Headlines.
And with that, there is my beautiful driveway with my beautiful car on the beautiful cold and rainy evening. I'm starting to talk like Joe on Joe is Hungry. Remember that? He talks like that.
Yes.
If you here's my pro tip. Look up Joe is Hungry on social media if you like to watch very well produced food videos.
Yes.
I don't know of anyone who makes good food videos. He's the only one.
Only one.
And
Nate if we're going to stick with that, I will remind people.
Yes.
Right here on Not Nerd, give us a like and a subscribe. Ring that bell so you get that notification when we go live. we're getting close to 500 subscribers on YouTube, so
That's going to be great.
almost halfway there.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, we need more John Deere videos. Dave rates screens on John Deere did pretty stinking well on various platforms. It
It
was
did.
not
It's
to the
a
level of the lenticular photo printer.
no, and the production was not very good. I guess we just have a lot of John Deere fans out there.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
and before we get to everyone's favorite podcast within a podcast, just the headlines.
segment.
Hey, Grandma says the charging light on Dave's car makes it look like it's close to launch.
Yes.
Indeed, it is very close.
Yes, it's go time. Well, let us get to just the headlines.
China's hottest app of 2026 just asks if you're still alive.
The Salvation Army opens a digital thrift store on Roblox.
Email blunder exposes 90 billion with a B Russian oil smuggling ring.
India tells university to leave AI summit after presenting Chinese robot as its own.
Thousands of CEOs just admitted AI had no impact on employment or productivity.
Study of 12,000 EU firms find AI's productivity gains are real.
And finally, Microsoft says bug causes Copilot to summarize confidential emails.
And those are just the headlines.
In case it wasn't clear, the 90 billion Russian oil was $90 billion.
Yes,
No.
yes.
But these headlines, you got to read them for context anyway. Yeah, so I love how the CEOs are like, it didn't hurt productivity. And then another article right below it's like, it hurt
The
productivity.
gains are real. Well, and it was funny. I mean, it was like,
Or helps
I
or
go
hurts or
through
whatever.
500 different articles in my Feedly feed, and I saw, I think maybe the first one, I was like, do I click on it? No. And then went down a couple more. I saw that second one. There was like 5 different articles from different sources all over the spectrum on, oh, we're never going to fire anybody. We're going to fire our entire company.
Mm-hmm.
AI doesn't help at all. AI has completely changed our entire world. And so,
I guess
I like
context is
those
everything.
back-to-back contrasting ones in there. Well, Dave, you know what? I
What's
think
that?
it's time for a new segment.
What could it be?
I think we should start a new segment called Within Reach.
Okay, for lack of a sounder, we have air horns. So within
Hey.
reach, oh, go ahead. Yeah. Within reach is something that I thought about a long time ago as a stupid concept, and you and I together have not moved the concept forward hardly at all. So this could just be a disaster. What's more about the segment that you want to share with our audience?
The idea in the segment, it was probably a couple years ago when I think it was one of our first live videos on YouTube, actually. And we started, it's like, oh, I've got this thing right here. And then you had the same thing right there.
Yeah.
And then we got into a little thing and we said, oh, producer Todd should randomly tell us that, we need to produce this thing. And so we thought of doing Within Reach because we both have lots of lovely stuff within reach of us, especially related to technology. And so we are going to challenge each other to see if the other person has the same thing that we have within reach.
Within reach.
So Dave.
Yeah, what are some rules or groundwork we're going to do here?
No rules. If it's within, we will each go. So there'll be 2 rounds every time we do it. We will each go. So one person will say, I have this within reach. And the other person has to try to produce
Okay.
a similar or same item.
So you're going to go, and then I'm going to do this, and then I will do a volley, and then you will try to do it. And we're going to do that
Yeah.
twice
Well, just one time each.
per
I
person.
mean,
Okay.
this is the first time we're doing it, and we
Okay.
put about 3 minutes of planning into it.
And
So
I'm a little
we will
scared, but the
start.
goal is to stump one another, is what the goal would be.
Yes.
All right. Well, you go. Let's see what you got lined up here. I'm excited.
Dave, you know what I have within reach?
What's that?
I have a portable hard drive. Do you
Ooh.
have a portable hard drive within reach?
Let us see here. There's one back on the floor about 3 feet away that I cannot reach.
Ooh.
But I'm going to ask if this qualifies because I have an iPod mini which can be plugged into your computer and it shows up as a hard drive on your computer in which you could store files. Does it count
Okay,
as a
I'll
hard
say
drive?
that's a little bit of a stretch, but just to save you from rolling your chair like a foot and a half to be able to reach the one on the floor, since you have one technically within reach, I guess we should specify the actual width.
Well, I mean, I figured that if I have to move my chair, that's not within reach. It's got to be
Yeah.
where I'm sitting. I would have to
What
scoot my chair.
we need to hear from the viewers. This will be a work in progress. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll change things. Maybe we'll do a 15-second timer if you can get it within 15 seconds or something like that. But
Well, and maybe that doesn't count because like I have an SD card.
no,
It's
yeah.
Is it a portable hard drive? So anyway,
Yeah,
you know what I
we're
mean?
going to need a lot of comments on this. You guys write the rules, all you not nerdians
Yeah.
out there.
Well, since I
Tell us what
used
the rules for within reach are.
my iPod Mini that what I was going to use for my within reach, I'm going to say, do you have an Apple branded power adapter? It has to be Apple branded.
Apple branded.
Yeah.
I'm still within reach. I
to
got to
be
look behind my
specific,
monitor.
To be specific, mine is USB-C, but I would accept other Apple
Yes.
power adapters.
Man, I do have several power adapters within reach, but you know what? I do not have an Apple branded power
You go
adapter.
for the cheap ones. Wow. Well, so our only judge right now is Hey Grandma, and she said that first she said John Deere must be almost as popular as trains, but after that she said I vote no on Dave's iPod. Although I'm going to argue that I'm not sure she knows exactly what I'm talking about on that. And she says no on the memory card. So womp womp. We both
So
lost.
technically, yeah, we are 0-0 after
Yeah.
the first
Wow.
ever round of everyone's new favorite podcast game show within reach. It's going to be reaching
be
around
big.
the world soon, I'm sure. But
It's going to be big.
yes,
Now-
the one rule we did discuss was that we are not going to pile our desks a mile high with every possible thing. Now,
Did we
sometimes
discuss
my desk
that?
does get that way naturally.
Well, and then there was a question, maybe Hey Grandma can pipe in on this one. Are we allowed to choose things that we know for sure the other person does not have? It's like, because that might be a little unfair. Like, I don't know. I have this souvenir from Australia that I picked up when I was in grade school, and it was something that was made for that 1 year only. It's like, okay, I'm not going to have that.
No preparation allowed. Okay, we're getting some rules here. No preparation. Gotta do, because
I did
could
put
say,
this on my desk, so I broke the rules, I guess. That was the only thing
I could say, Dave, do you have a brass pro tip bell on your desk?
No, you know I don't. I have one of these, though.
So we won't be malicious with it, but we will try to use somewhat common technology. Choosing things you know the other doesn't have, not fair, just my opinion.
I just thought of a fun way to include the audience is that they choose the item that's within reach. and then we have to
Oh,
produce it.
yes. Yeah. So
So
we've got the possibilities are endless here. We want to
endless.
finally, I said, Dave, we're just going to do it. We're going to start doing it.
Yeah, you kind of got to
And
do
so
it
here
to. We listen, I do. I listen to this podcast where they do the Rickies or whatever, these awards for different things, Apple related things. They they have added rules to this thing for like 10 years. And now
yeah,
they read this whole official rule thing. There's music playing in the background as they read it.
we've
And it's
got
like,
lawyers involved.
yeah, there's like a guy who can't roll the dice because he's cheated once and so he can't do it. And it's crazy.
Yeah.
So hopefully we don't get that complicated, but just a few rules would really help this game. So thanks, Hey
Yes.
Grandma, for your participation. And
Yes.
I look forward to playing with you again, sir.
Yes. And to you, thank you, hey Grandma, for being within reach of comment.
Very nice. Very on
Well,
brand.
yes. Let's move on to our takes of the week. We've got some stories here. The first one, Amazon overtakes Walmart to lead the world in sales. Amazon has surpassed Walmart as the
Wow.
world's largest company measured by sales, breaking Walmart's 13-year streak at the top of the list.
That's
Amazon
big.
posted 717 billion with a B in sales in 2025. Walmart, the largest company in the world for more than a decade, recorded 713 billion with a B. So just by 4 billion, that is so close.
One
Uh,
Twitter. For the price
yeah,
of one Twitter, Amazon
you
won.
could. I think that was 44 billion.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's 43 or 44. You're right. I was thinking
Yeah.
4 billion for
So
some reason. That's a little low. Man, a billion's just not what it used to be. I
no,
heard
it is. It
I
is
heard this
not.
fact today. I did not do the math, but the fact was if you spent $1 million a day from the time that Jesus was born till now, you would not have spent $1 trillion. The US deficit is
Wow.
something like $38 trillion.
Yeah,
So
that
we're
is.
talking about billions here, but 717 billion. I'm not sure we can comprehend exactly how big that number is. It's
No,
almost $1
no.
trillion. That's a lot.
1 trillion divided by 365. Yeah, that equals, that can't be right.
300.
Million, billion, trillion divided by 365. Is that right? Am I doing that right?
No,
No, no. A trillion,
every
$1 million a day.
for 2,000 years.
Okay, so I was
For
doing my math. A
yeah, so
million.
so
So
if
365 million. One,
times
two, three, one, three,
2,000,
times 2,000.
what's actually like, yeah, that's about right, 2,000.
Yeah, $730 billion. So
Yeah.
yeah, you wouldn't need $1 trillion. Woof.
So, yeah, so can you believe it? That's
Numbers.
a lot of money. That's a
Yeah,
lot of money. I wish I had
that
that much
is.
money. You know what I'd do if I had that much money? Do you know?
I don't know.
I'd give most of it away, but I'd also just eat a lot of ice cream, I think. That's probably what I'd do.
A lot of very high-end ice cream. You'd have it flown in from Italy every day.
Like like the guy on Jurassic Park. Spared no expense. Spared no expense on my ice
Uh,
cream.
Nice. Well, our next take of the week, I thought I'd mention this. We talked earlier about how Apple might release their 17E, their low-cost phone. Well,
Mm-hmm.
this week, Google released their 10A, their Pixel 10A phone, which is their $500 phone. It's got new colors, AirDrop compatibility, which is a very cool feature that is starting to roll out on Android, is that they can AirDrop with iPhones, which is really cool. Um, but yeah, I did see some people complaining saying this is exactly the same as the 9A. It's like, well,
Yeah.
there are some similarities, but I mean, what are they going to do? It's a new phone. They probably wanted to release this if they figured that Apple's releasing their 17E next week, it's like, well, get this one out on the market. We'll have 1 week that people might choose this over the iPhone 17E. But
You know what this 10A has, as I just saw from the video, is no, don't play. I want you to pause. See, look at, oh my gosh, it is so hard to pause. Have you noticed this? It's so hard to pause on video anymore. They either want to throw up some stupid ad or. So look at this. It's flush. There's no camera bump.
oh yeah,
It's glorious. Remember the days when there was no camera bump
yes,
and you could like put your phone on the table and tap on it and it wouldn't just go wow 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 wow. Anyway, so that's worth buying right there. I'm gonna get one.
yeah,
$500 just to not have a camera bump. I guess I could just
yeah.
put a case on my phone. Nah, forget it. I'm buying a $500
Yes.
phone.
And one thing I will not be using for within reach is my Pixel 3A phone. I've
Three.
got the little MagSafe ring on there. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is 7 years old, and it still works. I use it every once in a while if I need to use my iPhone in a video.
Is that
I'll
caseless or is
use
that
it.
a case we're seeing on there?
It's got a very so yes, my Pixel 3A that is worth nothing has a case on it, while my iPhone 17 Pro, which is worth many dollars, does not have a case on it. But
That's
this,
funny.
I just keep it in my backpack. It's just tossed in there. I use it as a weapon sometimes, so I put a case on it.
That's a good idea. You should wear it in your breast pocket in case you're ever shot and it could deflect a
Yeah.
bullet.
And
Your
this
left, your
Pixel
left breast.
3A still works, but you will remember if you've been around for a while, my Pixel 6A that I bought
Oh yeah.
was bricked and stopped working at the same time as my iPad Pro, which I
Yeah.
think my backpack was hit by an EMP or some sort of sonic weapon or something, and
Mm-hmm.
two
Something
devices
happened.
died. But yeah,
That was
if you
weird.
are an Android looking for a low price Android phone that is very solid, I would look at the Pixel 10A. It's a good little phone. I think they promised like 5 years of updates or something for it. So it's got
Yeah.
faster charging than last year's. A 48 megapixel main camera and a 13 megapixel ultra wide camera. So
Nice. Those are good
yeah,
specs.
and it comes in 4 colors: obsidian, berry, fog, and lavender. Just to be able to have a phone and somebody goes, "Oh, what color is that phone?" It's fog.
Obviously, it's fog.
Yeah, can't you
I
tell?
don't see pictures of the different. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is the prior. Never mind. That's the prior phones. I was gonna see if I could see those new colors, but no. Oh well. Oh well.
What can you do? Well, the next one, I was going to put this on just the headlines, but I wanted to talk about it a little bit. Man accidentally gains control of 7,000 robot vacuums. And I screenshotted, I saw a post on X that somebody had given a breakdown of this story, which I thought was good.
I like
Mark
this image.
Gadala Maria says this story is actually insane. Dude drops $2,000 on a DJI robot vacuum like a lunatic, refuses to use the normal app like a peasant. Sammy Aduful fires up Claude to crack the API so he can drive it with an Xbox controller. Claude delivers the goods, pulls an auth token from their servers, connects successfully, except the system thinks he controls 7,000 vacuums. Checks again. Yep, 7,000. DJI built authentication with zero device ownership verification. Any valid token works for any unit on the planet. Sammy now has eyes inside homes across 24 countries, live vacuum camera feeds everywhere, full floor plans from the mapping data. Some guy in Germany eating cereal at 3 a.m., unaware his Roomba is snitching, and it goes on. All he wanted was to steer his vacuum with a joystick. Does the right thing and reports it. DJI fixes it in 2 days. Back to normal life with his stupidly expensive floor cleaner. IoT companies stay undefeated at shipping garbage security. I mean, you can't sum it up much better than that.
No. Yeah,
But yeah, could you imagine the realization when you are just trying to have a little fun, do a little vibe coding, and all of a sudden you could control every vacuum or
It
every one of these $2,000 vacuums, which anybody that has a $2,000 vacuum seems like they would naturally be a security
it'd be a little too
vulnerability.
tempting for me to not want to wreak havoc on 7,000 homes
Yes.
across America and be like, what's going on with my vacuum cleaner? But yeah, they fixed it. The question is why did it leave the factory like that? I mean, we're
Yeah.
paying premium prices. We need to have good
Yeah.
stuff.
Especially for a $2,000 unit. It's not, some $50 unit off of Amazon that
Timu.
is from some no name, yeah, Timu robot vacuum cleaner. It's one of the I'm guessing it's one of the highest priced ones there is. I hope it's one of the highest priced
Yeah,
ones there
I haven't
is.
seen any higher than that. I'm sure they used to be,
Uh,
but now.
no. Well, on to our bonus odd take. I've actually got two this week with the Olympics wrapping up, the Winter Olympics. I found two different articles that I thought were pretty cool. I guess the first one is just it's a video put out by NBC Sports. If you watched any of the Winter Olympics, you saw just how much drone coverage there was.
And you
But
heard
they
it.
put together, yeah, yeah. But they put together just a short clip of some of the cool drone shots they got. But it was, I mean, it's really a game changer for capturing this stuff.
Yeah.
Being able to follow them around and follow, I mean, the big air stuff, those guys are insane.
Yeah, there's angles
But
that you just could not get any other way or any other way practically. I was surprised
yeah.
when they were doing the like the bobsled and these right here, the skeleton and the
Oh,
all
yeah,
these
yeah.
where I was like, why don't they just have a camera on a track
Yeah, a little zip
on
line.
above them? But
Yeah.
instead of doing that, they just were probably like, well, it's cheaper just to fly a drone in that thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty incredible.
Yeah.
And it's going a little bit
Uh,
faster because I have
Oh, your speed up thing
speed
on.
up
But
thing.
yeah, I actually watched a video this morning that popped up on my feed while I was addicted to social media. It was a guy, a new water slide at a water park, and he was one of those technical drone operators. And it was him, his first try going through the water slide, filming the entire thing from a drone. And I
Wow.
just like, I mean, there was a lot of turns and twists and everything. It was pretty impressive to see what people can do with drones.
It's hard to
Uh,
do those drones like that. The ones I have, when you let go of everything, it just stops and hovers. With those,
mm,
you have to constantly control the throttle. And so if you let go of it, it just falls out of the air. You got to just kind of always just it's amazing. I can't do it.
which this is ironic. I just got a notification from X, this Greg, who is the best crap poster in the world of X, but he just tweeted, "Not going to lie, we need more drone footage at the State of the Union," which that is probably why our viewing numbers are so far down tonight, as
Oh yeah,
everybody's off
everybody's watching the
watching
State of
the
the Union.
State of the Union. But I will remind people, we are the most nonpartisan tech podcast on the internet. So,
And
did it
Isla
play the
says,
sounder?
"Oh, it did. It was really weak." Uh,
Yeah.
Here, can you hear
Oh,
that?
yes. Yeah, there we go.
It's
Isla
fading
says
out.
hello. Isla's in the chat. Now we can
Now we can
get
get
going
started.
with stuff. Our second one, related to the Olympics, is the unusual views of the Winter Olympics. Creative photographs from this year's games featuring infrared imaging, vintage cameras, optical filters, digital composites, unusual angles, unexpected subjects, and more. And Isla was at horseback riding. She is done riding the horse, so now she can tech better. I love this first one, the composite photo of all these people on the half pipe.
This is
Um,
kind of like a Where's Waldo type thing. And so this is
yes.
it is a composite, right? They didn't say, "Hey, everybody
Yeah.
go out there." Uh, as an aside, Hey Grandma says, "I'd watch you two over the State of Union address anytime." Well, thank you, Hey Grandma.
Yes.
Appreciate that. Yeah, that's pretty funny. What other views do we have? This looks like an infrared view of
Yeah,
the
so infrared
forest.
camera, the cross country, which those cross country skiers are, I mean, watching them go uphill faster than I can roll downhill.
Mm-hmm.
Then we've got, looks like an infrared camera with an in-camera filter, short track speed skating, gives it a cool
Interesting.
effect. We've got,
Looks
seeing
to be
this
just
image, another infrared camera.
oh, that's an infrared too, huh? Yeah, the
Yeah.
lights are glaring on there. Infrared's cool, I guess. That's the. Oh, this is a high-speed shutter.
Wow.
The
Look at that
guy's.
detail.
So what that is curling. The guy walks backwards over the curling course or the
Pebbles the
stage, whatever
ice,
it is, and
pebbling the ice.
yeah, it does that. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Oh, or wait, is that? Yeah, the curling. Yeah, it was curling.
Yeah.
They had an extended shot of the guy doing it the one time. I think it was that same guy. He just walks
Nice.
back like a half a step at a time, just going back and forth.
The only guy in the world.
Yep. Um, yeah, look at that.
Infrared.
We got a
Infrared. Lots of
yeah,
infrared. Oh, there's another cool composite there of ski jumpers.
that's hilarious.
Women's freestyle slope style qualification.
Can you imagine doing that all at once? That'd be crazy.
No.
And here we
More
go with the
infrared.
skeleton.
Oh, and then you got a drone, a photo of a drone. That's a serious drone right there.
It
My
is
goodness.
decked out. Extra batteries, all these radios, because they've got to transmit the video live from
Oh,
the
yeah, and they've got to
unit.
do live feed on it.
Yeah.
Crazy. Drone
There's a
operator.
guy. Moguls.
Scrolling. Oh, keep scrolling down. There's another composite of from a hockey game.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's awesome. Oh,
I wonder if the same person is in it, or if they've got to be the same people over and over
there's
again.
got to be some
Oh yeah, I
repeats.
see 89 twice. Yeah, he's over here, right here, and
Oh,
also
you win.
over here. Oh, and right here.
And
He's
hey, Grandma
multiple.
said, did you see the video of the mountain goat making his way down the ski launch thingy? I did not see that one. I did see the
No.
wolf. If you keep going down, there's another one where they did some vintage large format camera of the curling to give it that. I'm totally blanking on
like
that
tilt
effect there.
shift. Tilt
Tilt shift, where it looks like a toy.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty
But
cool.
yeah, cool stuff. We'll have a link in the show notes. But yeah, it's just amazing to see what people can do with cameras and
Yeah.
and all that good stuff. That one from the Atlantic, and yeah, the Olympics. It's over. 4 more years. Isla was watching a lot of figure skating, and she was bummed that we were going to have to wait 4 years for the Winter Olympics again.
Yeah, but you know, Isla, in 2 years you can watch the Summer Olympics, and there's some fun events there too. So
yes, in Los
you're
Angeles.
gonna like it. Yeah, you should just go. Tell your dad.
Yeah.
Let's go. It's just down the coast.
Let's go to the Olympics. Isla will go visit Abigail and go to the Olympics.
Oh, she's like, ooh.
Ooh, yes. Well, you know what else Isla's going to be about?
What's that?
Our picks of the week.
I had to look in my show notes to say what's next. I think it's picks of the week. We're coming up on that time. Now, Anker is no stranger to our list of items that we've picked.
Yeah.
Anker is a brand we like. Well, recently for a client, I needed to buy some charging products, and I was happy to find this product from Anker. Not only does it charge USB-C, it charges USB-C-A, and wait, there's more, but I'm going to read the product. Anker Zolo USB-C charger block 2-pack 4-port wall adapter with 50-watt max output, 2 USB-C and 2 USB-A, compact and stable design for iPhone 17/16 series, MacBook, iPad, Pixel, Galaxy, and more. Black. This thing has it all. It's got 2 USB-C charging ports. One's an IQ whatever. 2 regular USB charging ports, and it's a 2-pack. There's 2 of these in the
Oh,
package.
what? For
Yeah,
$30?
for $30.
Oh
So there you
man.
go. And
That is really great. I've bought several similar devices from other companies on Amazon.
mhm.
But yeah, I think I paid around. So it is 50-watt max output, which is a little low. I think the ones I got were maybe 65 or
But the
85.
but the Apple one that comes with two ports is 35 watts.
Yeah.
This,
Yeah.
in contrast, is 50 watts, and
That's why I don't have any Apple USB device charging bricks on my desk
yeah,
here. Well, I do. I
I
have
don't
a
have
lot
that
of
one
them,
I'm
but
talking about within reach. Trademark. But anyway, it's about the same size as these, the one that Apple sells you, or it comes with some of their products. But this is so much more full featured, and the prongs fold in just like the Apple one to make
nice.
it compact. I mean, it was kind of a nice find. I just realized I undercharged her for it, but oh well. She's a good client.
Nice.
But anyway, so yeah, $30. I bet you can find them on sale. Go to Camel 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 and check to see what they have been selling for. I guess I can do that
Yeah.
here in a minute. But
I can do it here live. $30. Yeah, because that just shows his normal price.
I'm gonna see if I can
Looks
beat
like they
you.
were down to $25 last month, but it looks like, I mean, is it maybe, well,
Yeah, there was a sale.
496 reviews with 4.8 stars,
Mm-hmm.
8,000 bought in the last month. I mean, that's really Anker. Those guys are just killing it. They're
They know what's up.
doing great work. They're not too expensive. They
Anyway,
make good quality stuff.
I probably would have paid $20 for one of those.
Oh yeah,
But you
yeah,
get
yeah. I
two
would
for
have to look.
30. Actually, I would probably pay 30. I think Apple's 35 watt. It might be $29. Yeah, I think it's the same price, but you get two
Yeah,
and you get 4 ports on each, and it's 50 watts per each. Now, the way that works, just quickly, it's shared between all of those. So if you plug in 4 devices, you're only going to get like 12 watts per port. But if you're just charging one thing at a time, 50 watts, boom, your phone's charged in a matter of minutes. So,
yeah. I bought one late last year, a Ugreen one that was 65 watts, but it was a 4-port, and I paid $25.79 for that. So I could have
yeah,
had 2 for a couple dollars
two,
more.
two of them.
Oh,
And,
yes.
to be fair, it's actually 100 watts if you count both of them. Just saying.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not
Great
going to help
point.
you. It's not going to help you, but you
No.
could charge 8 devices at once. That's pretty useful. Are you okay?
Getting me choked up.
Yeah, he goes through this sometimes. He gets choked up. Now, Isla, did she post a video in the chat, or did she
I think
post
it's just an icon. She's
an
taking
icon?
it next level. Our most technical viewer, Isla, with the YouTube symbol in the chat.
I didn't know
I
you could
like it.
even do that. Oh, here, I'm going to
No.
do one. I've got one for you, Nate. I'm going to post it in the Not Nerd. There it is. Pink
Oh,
ice cream.
great. Pink ice cream. Yes, that's what it is. Well, let us get to my pick of the week
Okay.
before we go too long. And this one might sound familiar, but I had to get it and I had to test it. Yes, it's the Milwaukee 4822 3104 Inkzall point marker
What are you
fine
doing?
black 4-pack. And it does. We were correct last week. This was our Amazon pick of the week last week.
Yeah.
It does have a hat mount. Now, I think I tried it on a different hat and it worked great. I think this hat's a little thicker on the bill.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
it's supposed to go on a hard hat. But
so it
then,
goes on the bill of your hat. It just slides. It's got like a
yeah,
sideways
it's
slidey
got side
thing.
clip.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
amazing.
awesome. It writes great. It's a great fine tip Sharpie like device. I will remind people it has 4,033 reviews with a 4.8 star rating, and a 4-pack was $4.28. I was going to try to get to my dad's shop because it says it'll write on dust, and he does a lot of woodwork, so I could find a lot of dust in there, but didn't get a chance to do that. But yeah, I had these in my cart. I had to buy something else, so I just added it on, and there we
have
go.
to add this to my cart. I'm going to do that. Well, I'm
Yeah,
not signed in, so I'll do it later. But that's a good idea when it's like, hey, you need to have $5 more to get next
yeah,
day shipping or whatever. And it's like, oh, okay.
yeah. And who doesn't want to have a pen clipped to their hat? I mean, you could always do it like this way, but
Like a
now you can
regular
have it
clip.
streamlined. You got to be aerodynamic.
Well, think about it. When you're a carpenter or you're a tradesman or something and you're doing a bunch of stuff, you just want to put it right there, get to your deal, grab it again. I mean, it makes sense. It is one step removed from putting it behind your ear, which is a natural place to store your pen. Now you can just stick it on the side of your thing. You think, well, why don't you put it here on your chest? Because I've seen guys do that, and here's what they do. They're like, they're looking down, like, where is it? You know, and meanwhile they get their head poked with a nail. You want it, or you don't have to look down.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes. Well, if you would like either of our picks, you can head over to notpicks.com, and we do have a Ramazon purchase of the week. We actually have two this week. Dave, you're not going to believe this. So we were talking about your back-to-back picks of the week. The first one you had was the Hanzim LED tea light candles with remote control. Somebody purchased that, and then somebody bought a container of Twinings Earl Grey black tea.
What?
They did your back-to-back tea picks.
Somebody is stalking my picks, which is wonderful. I think there should be more of this. Back-to-back. And
back-to-back Dave picks.
Now, was it Hey Grandma that bought the Twinings Earl Grey tea? I want to know in the chat if it was her.
Yeah.
Because I can also see her buying some Hazim Hanzim lights.
Yeah.
So, anyway, they're great.
Hey Grandma says pen on the hat takes Nate's coolness to the next level. Phew. Okay. Up from 0 to 1.
You know what? I want to see that pin on every hat every week now.
Yeah. It's a staple of the show. Hey Grandma, I bought both those things. That was me.
Okay.
So she did the tea combo pack.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hey Grandma. Big hearts to you.
I hope you continue to buy through our store so we continue to get affiliate links. I think we're up to, what is it, end of February? I think we're up to $1 on affiliate fees. So thanks, everyone.
In the last 5 years.
We make zero money on this show. We spend more money than we make.
We do appreciate it. We appreciate going through those links. It is fun. It's fun to go look through those reports. But yeah, that's a show we introduced within reach. Finally, Dave. Finally, we knew it was within reach. We just had to get there.
And Hey Grandma is going to plan to write on dust while she's drinking her tea. I think that's great.
I love it. Well, thank you to everybody that joined the chat. Hey, Grandma and Isla, I love you too. And everybody else that watched, but you can always watch it later on YouTube or podcasts if you still do that thing. But the reason we do this every week is so that you can get out there and tech better.
I lip synced you. I hope that's okay.
Don't mock me. Oh, we're getting some likes. Isla must be tapping that screen fast. We're getting smiley faces and celebrations.